This is an all signs who's coming towards you tarot reading. I don't do these very often, but I feel like we should kind of tap into that energy every once in a while. Okay, so here we go. We're doing all signs. So we are going to start with Aries. All right, Aries, who is coming towards you right now? Now, these are either going to be good or disaster. I don't know. We'll see. I might doing reversals, so we'll see what happens. Okay, Page of Cups. We have the Page of Cups here, the Hanged Man, and Seven of Swords. What? Oh, God, already. Just with this first flop here with the Page of Cups, Hangman, and then the Seven of Swords, I do have an immature energy coming in here with the Page of Cups. They want to offer you something. I feel like they're sweet on you, but and this is going to be pretty quick for all the readings. The Hangman energy, I think they're kind of up in arms about whether they should reach out or not. They're kind of, I don't know, they're kind of flip-flopping, and they might just end up tucking tail and running. But let's see, because that's like their base emotions. They are nervous. They're not sure what the heck to do, you know. They're hoping that they'll get a sign, from the universe. Do I, don't I, do I, don't I? I mean, it's just back and forth. I'm sorry, it just seems kind of silly. Seems kind of silly. All right, let's see what energy is crossing it for this person, the Hierophant. Oh, they do want something with you. They've got some inner conflict here. They might think there's competition for you. They're a mess inside. Justice. Oh my gosh, this person is a mess. They're really a mess. They are interested. I mean, look at that. Page of Cups, the Hierophant. They want a commitment, but would you want a commitment with someone who's so flighty? Who's I feel like they're kind of not wishy-washy. They're kind of flaky, I mean, they want commitment, but I don't feel like their actions, are speaking to that effect. So we have this Hangman energy really kind of being stuck, hoping for a sign. I think they're very conflicted on the inside with this Five of Wands. They might think there's competition for you and they just don't stand a chance. So why even try? That's kind of what I'm getting here. So if you're dealing with someone like that, you may not even know, honestly, that this person is interested. Because I feel like they really are flip-flopping back and forth and they just don't know. And maybe that's a good thing for you because you really want someone, Aries, that is going to be as bold and brave as you. I don't think you'd want this. It's kind of like a limp fish handshake. You know what I'm saying? Should I stay or should I go now? I'm hearing that song in my head. And so their thoughts is going to mirror their actions. Okay. And I kind of feel like they're just going to sneak away and not say anything. So let's see. As we have that mirror effect with the Justice card. Let me get some coffee. I put honey in it. Do help me, you guys. I'm pretty sure this is a new mic. It's a Rode. And every once in a while, it does it'll just kind of do this, for a few seconds and then go out. And I don't always rewatch every single one of my videos. If I know there's something in it that I need to fix, I will do it. But if you come across a video and you hear that, just kind of let me know in the comments. I want to document how often it's happening because I really think I'm just going to get a new microphone. I'm really disappointed with this Rode. But anyway, all right, next row. And this is important, especially with this character. What are their future actions? Let's see. Let's see if they, I wanted to say grow a pair. I'll just say it. I don't know. Male or female, doesn't matter. They need some, some inner strength here. All right, so we have 8 of Pentacles here. We have the 5 of Cups and the 4 of Wands. I think they do. They do want something, but would you want to be with someone that feels like just such a hot mess? I mean, I don't even think they've made any effort to come towards you, and they're already in doomsday. Doomsday here. That's what it feels like to me. So I don't know. Let's see what they're doing here. Oh, they want to work on it. They want to come towards you. Oh, they need inner strength. That's what I just said. Look, this person is a hot mess. You've got them all riled up inside. They have to work on themselves and make a decision, make a choice. Are they going to do this or not? Are they going to stay in this Five of Cups energy? Oh, woe is me. Or are they going to, do something, take some action here, right? I think they're working on it. They're really trying to psych themselves up here. You can feel it too, right? They're trying to psych themselves up. I'm on the fence about this person, honestly. I don't like someone who's very indecisive like this and, back and forth. But who knows? Maybe they've decided to turn around here and see all this opportunity. They might be shaking it off, this, oh, woe is me, I'll never be happy, I'll never find the one, is what I'm feeling here. They could be taking action. We see that with this Knight of Swords, Gemini energy. They could be a Gemini. Lord help you. Hey, I'm Gemini rising. I can talk. Okay? That's how people see me. Excuse me, that was my nose. That was terrible. All right. So this could be either they're committed to finding the inner strength to come towards you, or they're committed to coming towards you, and they're talking themselves up, getting a boost, because that's what this strength card is. It's finally taking over this negativity here and giving them some flippin' courage, for Pete's sake. Wow. All right. So what's the outcome here for Aries? Oh, it could be the sweetest person in the world, but they need self-confidence. There's something about you, Aries, that is probably intimidating the ever-living beep out of them, right? I think that's what it is. I'm going to censor myself here. I mean, I know I can curse, and let me tell you, daily, I got the sailor mouth. I just don't do it on YouTube. All right. Outcome. Oh! End of suffering, okay? It's good. They're going to end their suffering by, trusting in fate, getting lucky, and so look at that Sagittarius energy. Woo! There's patience in that, but there's alchemy, turning a situation into something good. There's a blessing here. Look, he's holding his fingers like that. It's like that in the Hierophant. So they're going to end their suffering by, I think, stepping up. Let's see what's crossing this energy. They're either going to just completely give up on it completely and just move on, or they're going to come towards you. Let's see what happens. Oh my God. Three of Cups. That end of suffering. It's celebration. Eight of Swords. And Temperance on Temperance. Oh my goodness. What in the world? They're going to trust their intuition here. They're going to trust their intuition. I think they're going to have a wingman or someone with them. I feel like they're not doing this on their own. They might have some help, or they might be kind of trying to figure out when can they approach you when it's most appropriate, like at a party or a celebration or something like that. And that's when they're going to talk. That's when they're going to say something. And I think what is happening here with this, it's not bad, okay? I mean, they are all tied up in their brain. Don't get me wrong. You are living rent-free up in that bitch, okay? You're rent-free. But they're going to trust their intuition when the time is right. when they're at this function or when they're kind of talking to you, they're going to feel it out. They're going to use their intuition. You know, they're going to trust themselves. They're having patience, really, for maybe there's some type of function or party coming up soon, and they're just biding and waiting their time for the perfect moment. That's what I'm feeling here, Aries. Wow. All right. That's it. That's who's coming towards you in a nutshell. All right. Let's move on to, we're just going to go through my list here. Taurus. All right, Taurus, you are up next, facing the gauntlet here of who's coming towards you for whenever you are watching this reading. And in my experience with these types of readings, it will either be great or a complete and total disaster. So hopefully it's not the latter, but we'll see. All right, first row. Who is coming towards our lovely bully Taurus? Not bully as in bad. I was just thinking of a horned animal. Anyway, okay. Oh, a soulmate. Well, that's looking good so far. Groovy, baby. I don't know why I said that. Ooh, they may have just gotten out of something. I mean, like really left something behind. Eight of Cups. Or you could be meeting them around the eclipse this month, February 17th, or, you know. Page of Cups. Ready to make an offer. All right. So this is them. All right. Let's see what's crossing this energy. Hopefully they're not already in a relationship. I mean, that's always a possibility. Hermit. I think maybe they've been single for quite some time. Maybe they're just now like re-entering the dating scene. That could be good because that would mean that they've done some healing, you would hope. It's not always the case. Oh, no, you've got the Lovers. Yeah, they're making a choice here. Woo-wee. Now, that's my Elizabeth Taylor. Look at that. Totally Elizabeth Taylor. Okay. Focus, Mamacita. So right away we see this is definitely making a choice to walk away from connections and things that don't serve them. And I think that feels like a past energy, something they've already done. So we have the soulmate energy with the Hermit. I like that. Hermit, you know, that is our Virgo. And yeah, I kind of get the feeling that they've maybe been alone for a while, or they have at least done some type of deep introspective, possibly healing, one would hope. You know, just because a lot of time has elapsed doesn't mean someone is healed. Believe me, I know. You would think it, but no. But this does feel like there's some type of deep self-understanding, and having this lantern here, that's the star energy. So there might be something cosmic bringing you two together. I'm just saying. They have left behind all this from the past. So, you know, I really like that energy because they've made a choice to leave this behind and go for something new. So I definitely feel like you are a new person to them, at least new in this particular realm and lifetime. That's not to say that maybe you've had some connections in the past past life, not this life. But this does feel new to me, especially with that Page of Cups over here. But what I really like about this Eight of Cups is that there's no worries here of them ever wanting to go back with anything that they've already had. That's a done. They're done with that stuff, and that's great. So that means they can focus on you, and you don't have to worry about any past people coming back because they've already walked away from it. So that's great. And so they're making a choice here to approach you, choosing you. We do have a rather small offer here, but that's understandable if they've been single for such a long time. Now, I think they might be seeing you, Taurus, as this Queen of Wands energy, very sexy, very attractive, very bold, and adventurous. I mean, there's just a lot of magnetic attraction here. I can see why they would be interested in you. I mean, look at that face. So, yeah, there's attraction here greatly. And I think they're really attracted to your independence. Yeah, you know, you're not clingy at all. So there is a small offer coming in here. They definitely have some emotions. All right, so let's see what is their future actions because they're definitely seeing you as attractive. They're wanting to make this offer. They're willing to come out of their cave. They're willing to come out of the hermit zone for you. So let's see what their actions are. I probably talked this up too much, and now it's going to just tank, right? You know, a little bit of indecision. They're not sure. They're not sure if you're interested. Look at all these twos. We have the Two of Cups, the Two of Swords, the Two of Wands. Yeah, they're trying to figure it out. They are. Oh yeah, they want to give you a gift. They want to give you something with that Six of Cups. That is such a sweet energy too. Oh, that is so sweet. I'm glad this is going good so far. But they're wondering if this is the right choice or if you're interested. I think that's the big indecision they have here. You know, no one likes to be rejected. So, you know, if you know who this person is, maybe kind of drop some hints, maybe. I don't know. Oh, Four of Pentacles. A Wheel of Fortune. Woo! And the Four of Wands. Yeah. Oh, my goodness. But for right now, you may not know. I think they're holding this all inside right now, how they feel, because they're just not sure. They're just not sure, you know, what's going to happen. So I feel like they need a little bit of help. I think they need some encouragement here about which way to go. If you know who this person is and you kind of think so, I mean, maybe drop some hints, little signs. It doesn't take much, especially if you're a female and this is a man that's interested in you. I mean, Jesus, a smile will do. You know what I mean. Just look their direction. My goodness. And, you know, it's done for them. It doesn't take much to let, it won't take much, I'll say, to let this person know that you're interested. I think they see this as a real opportunity, but here again, this is that young emperor, right? They have to leave their comfort zone. They see the world in you. They see a world of opportunity. And I think they're really, really wanting someone to share this adventure with in this life, but they have to leave their comfort zone because that's the top of that tower. It's safe. You know, think about that hermit energy again. They've got to make a choice here. You know, they need to make this choice to take this path, to leave a comfort zone, to reach out to you. And I think when they do that, you know, the wheel of fate and fortune starts spinning. That's what I'm feeling here. I think this is a very lucky connection. They definitely want commitment with you. We have commitments and partnerships here. Look at these little bunnies and family. They might want kids. They may already have kids. Who knows, right? It's going to be different for all of you. But you're the psychic. You're supposed to know. It's a lot of different people. But this is a gift, and it's very sweet. It's very innocent. I have good vibes with this, you guys. So let's see. What's the outcome here? What is the outcome? I just heard that song. So, baby, hold on to me. You know, that one, an old one. Yeah. Whatever will be, will be. Anyway. All right. So, outcome here for Taurus. And it could be, I mean, this is who's coming towards you, but you might be mixed up in this as well, like feeling things. Oh, look at that. That's that energy of the hermit here, of that self-healing and emotional maturity. Oh, King of Cups, Scorpio energy. Oh, they've been hurt in the past. You know, they have. Oh, hermit. But they, look, I do believe they've done the healing. They have. It's just they couldn't bear the thought of this not working out with you, Taurus. They really want things to work out. But they have to leave that comfort zone of being in that hermit mode. Oh. Ooh, hoo, hoo. Yeah, they've got a burning hot desire for you. 9 of Cups. It's going to win out. I think they have so. Oh, and the Emperor. Yeah, they're taking control and taking charge here. They're definitely, I think that, yeah, they're going to come towards you. I really do think so. This could be a shared passion between you two. Yeah, among other things. So, hmm, uh, yeah, they've got. This might be part of the gift they want to give you. Wink, wink. All right, we'll say that. And so, but this is just a lot of deep passion, and it's new. Out with the old, in with the new. This is a new person, not past at all. No way, no how. Deep emotional maturity. Isn't that great? Right? Isn't that great? But they start with a small offer. So you might be like, oh, I don't know. But they're for real. They're for real. This is your person. They've had their heartbreaks in the past and they don't want to regret not going for this. I think that's the thing that's going to motivate them to follow their happiness here with the Nine of Cups. They're choosing to offer this to you, is what I'm getting here, because that's the bartender. And I think they are naturally a happy person, like within themselves, because this is self fulfilling happiness. I think they are probably fun to be around, very sweet. But yeah, they can't risk regretting this of not approaching you. And so we had the Two of Wands there with the young emperor needing to make a choice, choose a path, leave that comfort zone, right? And so I think they're coming out of their, hermit phase. They're taking control here, not in a bad way, but they're taking control of this situation. And I think they're going to make an offer here, Taurus. Looks good to me so far. This is almost too good to have two good who's coming toward your readings back to back. So let's see. Let's keep going. See if we can keep this momentum going. Next up is Gemini. All right, Gemini. This is who's coming towards you. So far, so good. They've been positive. I hope I didn't just jinx your reading. So let's see who's coming towards Gemini. Gemini is my rising sign. I'm pretty sure I don't have anybody coming towards me. I am a hermit. Okay, let's see what you have. Ooh, maybe a Leo, sun energy, maybe a tiny child. No, I'm just kidding. Someone who's really happy. I love that Leo energy. Oh my God, they have a gift for you. Oh, okay. Maybe waiting patiently for something. Thinking about whether or not. I think they're thinking about like how much effort. Like they're really thinking, analyzing how much time, effort, and energy they need to put into this. Like, but not in a bad way. They're thinking like, how quickly do I respond to messages? Respond when you want to. Don't. I really don't like those things that say you need to wait 3 days, 4 days. Oh no, no, no! Don't keep someone waiting. If you're interested, just be you. But also like with me, because I'm more of a texter person. I kind of avoid the phone. Um, I don't get upset if someone doesn't message me like right away. I know they're busy. They got things to do. Just send it and relax, right? Ooh, they are fantasizing about you, Gemini. Woo! They're having some happy thoughts. Happy, happy, happy thoughts. Wink, wink. All right, Eight of Pentacles. They want to work on this. Oh, yeah, Two of Pentacles. That's what, yeah, they're trying to figure out how they can work this into their schedule. That's what it is. See, I know what I'm talking about. Yes, I do. All right. Weird this morning. Just go with it. Yeah, they are probably a happy go lucky kind of person. I like it. We have this Leo energy here. And kid is so funny. Seven of Cups, they are really fantasizing about you. And it's all like good, happy things, all kinds of stuff. Oh, yes, they are thinking about it, daydreaming about it, trying to. I think you're on, let's go to this next one. They're thinking about you while they're at work. I don't think you work with them. I don't think you're near each other, but yeah, they're thinking about you, thinking about, taking you out, giving you a gift. It's so we have this childlike energy of the sun, and then we have this child energy here with the Six of Cups. So I think you make them feel giddy, just giggly. Um, Male or female, it does not matter. Okay. Gemini, it does not matter at all, but you are definitely on their mind like 24/7. That's kind of what I'm feeling here. Ooh, they might be trying to figure out what kind of gift to give you. They want to give you something. They want to take you somewhere. You know what I mean? They just want to shower you with attention. It feels like. I don't feel like this is obsessive or bad in any way. Not yet, anyway. So we have the Seven of Pentacles crossed by the Two of Pentacles. Yeah, they're trying to figure out how they can work this into the schedule because I do feel like that Eight of Pentacles is saying that they are really heavily focused on their work and becoming a master of what they do. I think they have high ambitions. And so this could be something that they might feel is could interrupt that flow. And I don't think they want the flow interrupted. They don't want, I'm feeling here, they don't want a distraction, but they also don't want to lose this either. So they're, like I said, they're trying to figure out how they can fit it into their schedule. And I think that's very sweet. Very sweet. All right. Next, let's see. What are their future actions here, Gemini? What is their future actions? Let's see. Oh, Two of Cups. They're thinking about this union, soulmate energy. Ace of Pentacles, it's opportunity. Might be offering you something here. Hermit. Ooh. They're thinking about it. They are deep, deep in thought on it. All their thought is bent on it. Kind of like Sauron. But here we have this hand extending. There's an opportunity here. So, you know, the aces are just opportunity, raw opportunity. They see this as an opportunity, but they have to come out of this hermit zone. Let's see what they're going to do. They got to make a choice, right? They got to either choose to let it go and stay focused on work. There's that Seven of Pentacles again. They're trying to figure it out. Oh, man, they're stuck. They're stuck. Hold on. Oh, my gosh, Gemini, they want this. Do you have that Gemini energy right there? They're seeing you as a soulmate, a divine counterpart. You make them whole. That, you know, not in the fact that they aren't whole already, okay? But they feel complete. You complete them. Oh, sweet. So, and there's a lot of playful energy here. We see the dolphins again. We have that sun and the Six of Cups, that childlike energy. Oh yeah, they dig you big time. But they see this. They know it's a great golden opportunity, and that maybe you can prosper together, right? And they're trying to figure out how can they do this. How can they still have their ambitions and what they're going for here with that Eight of Pentacles, but include you. You know, you're coming into that. That could be, they might be seeing you as this Ace of Pentacles, this opportunity. And I don't mean that in a weird way, because Pentacles are your resources, you know, and you are definitely a resource, a resource of happiness, love, affection, you know, things like that. And they're trying to figure it out with that Seven of Pentacles because that's analyzing. But they're kind of tied up for some reason. They're still thinking about it. I think they're trying to figure out here with this hermit energy if you have the same hopes, wishes, and dreams. And do you? Because that's really important in a relationship. I think they're very thoughtful in this. They're not just going to go for you because they are attracted to you and because you're living rent free in their brain. They want a real solid connection that's going to be mutually beneficial. That Ace of Pentacles. Yes, there is an element of money here, time, effort, and energy. But like what I said, they want to make sure you have the same foundation. Do you want the same things in life? And I don't think they know. I don't think they know that about you yet. So maybe that could be a topic of conversation if you know who this person is. Share your hopes, wishes, and dreams with them. And that might be what gives them this change in perspective. They're trying to figure it out. They're trying to look at things differently to try to figure you out, but I don't feel like they've actively just come out and asked you. You know what I mean? You know, because some of those things don't get discussed in the beginning of a relationship. There's just pure attraction and that brings people together. But then later on, you realize, you have different views on how to raise children, if you even want them, how you want to live, how you want to save money, all the practical things. It's actually quite boring, but that's a discussion that needs to be had. All right, so this is what's the outcome? Oh, 10 of Cups, happy family. Oh my, what is going on here? The star just flew out. Maybe you do have the same hopes, wishes, and dreams. What is going on here? What? Queen of Pentacles, resources, mother of all resources, Capricorn energy, resourcefulness. What is... Maybe you do have the same ambitions, because this is Capricorn energy, right? And that's, the house of social status, its ambitions, motivations, career. Maybe it is similar. What? Oh. This fell into my lap, the Ten of Swords, end of suffering on the 10 of Cups. Come on now. Yeah. I think a decision has been made, by both of you. We have happiness after difficulty, getting through this. The Three of Pentacles, working together creatively. Oh, double Capricorn energy. So the outcome is the end of suffering and triumph after difficulty. There you go. I mean, that's happy tears. I think there is this element here, even though you've been living rent-free in their brain, Gemini, there's a bit of suffering there. Them not reaching out, them really struggling to try to figure out with that Seven of Pentacles. Are you a good match? Do you have the same values, hopes, wishes, and dreams? And I think once they figure that out, I think it's causing them some, not really heartbreak, but some pain here in a way, They're suffering, not knowing, like truly suffering here. But it's coming to an end because you have this Ace of Pentacles, you've got the Star now, you've got the Hermit, and you got the Three of Pentacles working creatively together on maybe your hopes, wishes, and dreams. And it may be that you do have separate ones, but you have the similar ambitions, right? And I think when you discover that about each other, that you have these similar ambitions, we have two major cards of Capricorn coming in. And so I'm seeing this here as this is some mighty, sexy, kind of almost obsessive energy here. It's a lot of temptation. This is hot, sweaty goodness. But I think this is very positive energy. I'm not seeing this devil energy as anything bad here. Okay. It's not. It's just because you have to take account all the other cards and energies coming in. But I think once you realize what a good match you are, it's really like a match. That fire is just blazing, burning hot when you get together. I think this is, I think you'll be inseparable once you come together. Woo! Wow. Gemini, my goodness. Wow. Okay. I can feel the heat from that one. Okay, Gemini. That's who's coming towards you. Wow. Okay. Next up, let's move on to Cancer. Cancer, this is your reading for who's coming towards you. All right. The first three readings are just on fire in a good way. Hopefully that momentum will keep going, but we'll just see what is coming towards you. I know the cards never lie. So, Cancer, who is coming towards you for whenever you are watching this reading? Oh, okay. We have the Three of Cups. I think they like to have fun, party. Knight of Pentacles, Virgo energy. Might be kind of slow moving. The Empress. I think they're very attractive. They could be very abundant. They have a high sense of self-worth, not in a negative way. You might meet this person at a party or function. I think they do like to take things slow, though, because we have this earth energy here. We know things grow slowly on earth. It could be, you might be meeting this person around October, is what I'm feeling here. I'm noticing this pumpkin. All right. Oh, Page of Wands. Yeah, they are a very happy, energetic person. King of Wands now. Okay. And the Queen of Wands. All right. So, um, Page of Wands, youthful, very youthful. That kind of goes with the King of Wands, playful, youthful, fun. They could be a Leo, I'm sensing here. Page of Wands is excited. They like to have fun. This is the most excitable and enthusiastic of all the pages. So they have a lot of energy. So, Cancer, this person is ready to go at a moment's notice. I kid you not, especially with all this fire energy on top. They might be outwardly very expressive and fiery, and then deep down they're very down to earth and deep. Does that make sense? Um, so I think that outwardly what you see in them is this King of Wands Leo energy, life of the party. I mean, my goodness, they're just a lot of fun. But I think underneath that playful, youthful, fun exterior is a very serious, straightforward person who really wants to take things slow. You know what I'm saying? And I can relate to that because I'm a fire, sun and moon Sagittarius. And outwardly, I'm very expressive, I'm energetic, but on the inside, I'm very hermit. It's a strange mix. So I think they want to take things slow, even though they might have this player exterior. You might think that they're a player, but I think deep down they're not. You know what I'm saying? Does that make sense? So now they might be seeing you as this Empress Queen of Wands, is what I'm getting here, because we have these two very feminine energies, and just take it however it resonates. We have two masculine energies here. So depending on who you are watching this reading, this could be representing you if you're the masculine, and then this could be who you're looking at, the feminine. So however that works for you, just plug it in. All right. So now we have this very seductive and abundant and very sexy, attractive energy, the Empress and the Queen of Wands. We know that the Empress is all of the queens combined, but what is really kind of bubbling to the surface is this Queen of Wands. They are very attracted to your independence, if that's the direction this is going. And so you're very attractive in the way that you are physically attractive, but you're also attracting this person with your independence, with your, just that ability of doing things your own way, of standing out from the crowd. Because we have that with the King of Wands and the Queen of Wands. This is a perfect match, you guys, energetically. Perfect match, because you both have this underlying earth, slow moving energy, but on the surface, really excitable and fun and energetic. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. And so there could be, passionate communication here with this person, but I feel like you're meeting them at some type of function, some party, or maybe some friends of yours are getting you together. That's what's happening here. Woo! All right, so what are their future actions? Let's see. Oh, King of Pentacles now. Ooh. Eight of Swords. They might be kind of going round and round in their head here, trying to figure out what to do. And then, Nine of Pentacles. So Nine of Pentacles for me is a card of being single. And I think they're trying to figure out, I think they're already stable within themselves with that King of Pentacles energy. They're definitely able to take care of themselves with that Nine of Pentacles energy, but I think they're not sure, and they're going to have to trust their intuition here. I think you're living rent free in their brain, just running circles around there. I think you're on their mind when they wake up and when they go to bed, is what I'm feeling here. Ooh, the Star. Look at that. There could be some distance between both of you. Maybe that's the problem. Three of Cups again. You have fun together. And now the Nine of Swords on the Nine of Pentacles. It's the distance. It's the distance, you guys. I think they do see you as, uh, as, a hope, wish, or dream, a dream come true, or vice versa. But this kind of feels like this is, their future actions. But they're going to have to bridge the gap somehow. And if they are in this King of Pentacles energy, it's saying that they have a structure in their life. They have workplace stability. We have that with that Nine of Pentacles. It's self-sufficient energy. They'd have to give up being single. And we do have that King of Wands energy here too. Very playful, very single. And so I think they're trying to figure out, I think what they're thinking is they have to give up their lifestyle, the Three of Cups. Now, I'm going to be honest with you, that Three of Cups, they might like to have more than one partner. Okay. And so I don't know if you're into that thing too. My personal opinion, I don't think those things, those kind of relationships, I don't think they last very long because they're not grounded in instability. You know what I mean? Because if these people are coming in and out, there's no stability. You know what I mean? So I'd be careful of that. So this could be a little bit of a player energy here, but maybe you've thrown them for a loop. But here's the thing that I don't like about this, Cancer, is they're like caught up in their mind over the lifestyle, the Three of Cups, their socialization, their partying. They might feel like they need to give it up or have to give it up, or maybe they should give it up, and they're not sure about it. That's, this is the first reading where it kind of goes a little, it depends on what you want. And so once again, this is that card of being single. And I think they like being a free agent here, to be honest with you, Cancer. That's what this feels like. But then at the same time, they're kind of torn because it's being crossed by the Nine of Swords. So you have this card here, possibly, being playful and playing the field with that Three of Cups. And they're not really wanting to give that up yet. That's what's on their mind. But then on the other side, they're contemplating what life will look like going forward if they stay single, and maybe truthfully, the thought of being single for an extended period of time, for a long time, it could be a nightmare to them. Because you see what I'm saying here? So this feels like they're kind of stuck right now. They're stuck between, in their mind, they're stuck between this party, wanting to party and have fun, and do they want to give up they feel like they would be giving up their self-sufficiency. Being able to do things whenever they want and have whatever they want. They see you as very attractive. I mean, I think of all the people that they've been around, which I think they've probably been around a lot, you are the one that has them most afraid, seriously afraid, that they might be wanting to give up this lifestyle of partying and people. And they don't know what to do with that. All right, so actions here, they're stuck in their head, okay? They haven't made a decision that I can see. There's distance between you two, whether it's physical or mental. All right, what's the outcome for Cancer and this person here? Like I said, they're a lot of fun. They're a ton of fun. But that might be all it is, okay? Oh, now we have Nine of Wands, Sagittarius, Wounded Warrior. Oh, the Tower. Oh, well, let's not speak. We got the Lovers coming in. They have to make a choice. So what are they going to do? What are they going to do? They're really beating themselves up over this because I think you're the one that has made them stop in their tracks, Cancer. They are like, oh, oh God. You know what I'm saying? Woo! This one's intense, this reading. You've really thrown this person for a loop-de-loo. Page of Pentacles. The High Priestess on the Tower. And the Three of Swords on the Lovers. The outcome. Oh. Hey, you know, I feel like they've really been beating themselves up over this. Do they stay playful? Do they stay single? Or do they go for you? And I think what this is saying for me is that there's still a lot for them to learn about themselves and their journey. I'm not sure that they're ready, Cancer. I'm not sure that they're ready. They're trying to figure things out with this Nine of Wands. But I think they need more time. I really do. They need to study themselves more and what they really and truly want. That's what I'm getting there. The Tower and the High Priestess. I can see this going two ways, you guys, to be honest with you. The Tower is something that is unexpected. It's something crumbling, right? And so I feel like for them, this feels like they're having to sacrifice who they are. Very melodramatic, I have to say. Very melodramatic. And what they need to do is trust their intuition with this High Priestess energy. And they might be seeing you as this, you know, pinnacle in their life, this like almost ethereal being. But this could be, because we have these two major arcana, this event here, it might just happen on its own. That's what this is feeling like, the Tower being struck. So this is kind of about like their foundations crumbling or something is changing. This might break them. It really and truly might break them. Because in a way here, Cancer, this one feels like at first it was like really playful, but now that we're really getting into their mind, they feel like they're damned if they do and damned if they don't. If they choose you, they're giving up all their fun and their freedom, and that's heartbreak. But if they don't choose you, they lose their High Priestess, their, whether you're this Empress and the Queen of Wands, or, you know, depending on who you are, this King of Wands, they lose you if they don't choose you. So you see how they're really tied up in their brain. And what's going to happen here is if they don't make up their mind, you're probably just going to get away. Cancer, you are this High Priestess there. Cancer, they might lose you. And so you'll have to let me know how this turns out, because it's not telling me here, because they haven't decided yet. They don't know. All right. Wow, that one was just drama all over it. But let me know how it turns out in the comments below. All right, let's move on to Leo. All right, Leo, this is who's coming towards you for whenever you're watching this video. All right. Oh, we have one popping out. Let's see who they are. Oh, Seven of Swords. Leo? They could be a Leo. Let's keep going. I think they have firm boundaries, which is good. right? Ooh, we've got the Tower coming in. Let's hope they're not a hot mess. That one wants to be on top. Who's this person? Oh, Four of Cups. Not the best spread so far, I have to say. Not the best so far. So let's see what we have crossing these energies, because that might be a little bit better. I don't want to speak too much on these cards just yet. That's why I'm not saying much. Page of Pentacles. We have the Three of Cups. Okay. And, oh boy. Yeah. Something recently broke their heart. It feels really recent with that Tower energy. Okay. Let's start here. I think something happened unexpectedly within their circle, their group of friends, because that's that Three of Cups energy. It threw everything off. It almost feels like I got the feeling that maybe they liked someone in their circle, but maybe their other two friends started dating and they were interested in one of them, but they weren't chosen. That's kind of the story I'm getting here. Or something just broke down within their circle. Now, for some of you, that could be indicating a cheating situation, possibly. Doesn't necessarily mean it was them doing it, but we do have that, two's company, three's a crowd energy. So we have the Four of Cups now, which kind of makes sense. It's like they're on the outside, and maybe it's just that all their friends are getting married or something, and now they're the lone wolf of the group. Could be that. But there is heartbreak here. What I don't like about the Four Cups is just not doing anything about it. Opportunity is all around, other fish in the sea, but they're focused on what didn't work out. You know what I'm saying? They haven't healed yet, is what I'm getting here, Leo. Unfortunately, this is, it happens. I think they're very heavily guarded right now. I think there's so much in this because it feels very fresh and raw that I don't feel like they're really ready. I think there's more they need to study about themselves with this Page of Pentacles. It could be that they are focusing now on, this Page of Pentacles energy. It could be school, it could be work, starting something new. But I don't feel like they're letting anyone in with that Seven of Wands here. So let's keep going. That's them right now. And it's unfortunate that someone who has been through this kind of thing is coming towards you. And it could just be that this just happened to them. It doesn't mean that they're a bad person. I'm not saying that at all. So let's see what their future actions are. I think they need time. They need time. This is like really, really fresh. They need time to process this. Yeah. Future actions, not much or none. Very slow, which I think is a good thing, right? Yeah. Oh, yeah. There's a pause here. They might be, they may have, how some people, when something doesn't work out, they'll just get right back into it because they don't want to be alone. But I feel like they're pulling back now. And they're saying, nope, I need time out. Yeah. A lot of conflict around them. They might still even be in that energy of what happened up here, that conflict. There might be still being words said. Because it feels like a breakup for sure with that Tower. So yeah, they really just need a timeout for themselves. You know what I'm saying? And just work on themselves, and that's it. So, future actions here. Strength card, inner strength. Yeah, positive self-talk, getting control back, and trusting their intuition again. So I don't personally feel like this person is ready. They've got some inner healing they need to do. to work on themselves. And this is soft control, and then we have hard control. We have two cards of control here. They're trying to control their emotions and how they feel about the situation because it was rough, right? They're just getting out of this. And so what they want is time. Time to figure things out. Time to get things back under control because it was all out of control here. Chaos. Complete and total chaos. And so I feel like they are actively taking self-control of their inner world and their self-speak and speaking positively to themselves. I hope so. I hope that's the case. I hope it's not negative. I don't feel like it's negative. Now this is taking control of the outer world, saying, you know what, I'm going to hit the pause button. They're not doing anything. I don't think they're reaching out. I think they're just taking this time out to heal. And that's a blessing because this would be someone who understands the pain and hurt that they've been through and they don't want to, trauma bond or share it with other people. You know what I'm saying? So we do have this facing their fears here. This could be an inner battle, and that's how they're coming to this inner strength and this outer strength. They're fighting these fears within themselves, or, this brought up some stuff for them, okay? It brought up some trauma. It maybe made them feel horrible, especially if they were cheated on or vice versa or whatever happened. Yeah, so they're going through possibly even a dark night of the soul. Let this person heal, okay? That would be my suggestion. Now, in the opposite world, this could be what's happening to you, but I'm trying to focus on the other person's energy here. So what's the outcome here for Leo in this situation with this person? My energies just went way down. Very solemn energy here because the first three readings were fantastic, and then Cancer started to get a little wonky. All right. Outcome. We have Gift, 6 Cups. We have Empress, Abundance, and Wounded Warrior, picking themselves up, dusting themselves off. So not all is lost here, Leo. They could do the healing, right? Let's see. But I think you just got to be patient and give them time. I think they went through a lot. 6 of Swords on the 6 of Cups. Look at that. Queen of Swords, yeah. Boundaries and everything. And the 4 of Swords again. The outcome is that we do have movement here, and that's good. I do feel like they are healing here, especially with that 4 of Swords twice and the 4 of Swords on that Wounded Warrior. I think they are taking control of themselves and their situation, and they're moving on. With that 6 of Swords, this is keeping the lessons that they learned through that chaos of everything that happened. And then also be in the state of wanting to give again. Coming towards you potentially here, Leo. When you just give them time to sort themselves out here. They are attractive with this Empress energy. They have this ability to heal themselves. This is all the queens combined, whether they're masculine or feminine, it doesn't matter. They have come out of this with a greater sense of self and self-worth because that's embedded in this Empress energy. And what's really important is they've now got this, inner control and outer control. With that Queen of Swords coming in, they are a lot more decisive and will cut things out. Anything that approaches them now that isn't good, they're going to just, cut it out. So this is not a pushover person. They have grown in their strength through this process of hurt and pain. Absolutely. And so, what you'll be getting if you decide, to go with this person after they've taken this, time out to heal, is you're going to have someone who is a lot more knowledgeable about themselves, has done some major healing, and has this ability to bounce back and not let it keep them down. So, this is a very fortified person, is what I'm getting here. You're going to get a stronger person out of this situation. So you may not even know they're going through all this. You might meet them as they're, you know, coming into this really strong version of themselves. That's quite possibly what could be happening here, Leo. Wow, that was an intense reading. All right, that is who's coming towards you. Let's move on to Virgo. Virgo, this is who's coming towards you for whenever you're watching this reading. And we have a card already flipping over. What is it? Oh, of course, it's you, Virgo, right? I'm not saying that's you, but they might be recently heartbroken. Okay. That's just your luck, is what I mean. Okay. For some of you, anyway, it's going to feel that way. It's like, come on. Maybe they're just a heartbreaker in that sense. Maybe we'll look at it like that. We'll see. You're a heartbreaker. All right. King of Cups, Scorpio energy, someone who's very deep in their emotions. King of Swords, someone who doesn't show much emotions. It might be very deep in them and emotionally mature, but you won't know it. All righty. And I think I might have this video in 2 parts, have this first 6 signs and then the next 6. It'd be easier for me to upload. I'm just speaking out loud to myself. Okay, so focus, Mamacita. All right. Who is this person coming towards? I almost said Scorpio because I was looking at the King of Cups. Virgo. Let's see. Let's see why this 3 of Swords. Maybe they're just a heartbreaker, which is not great. Oh, we have the Emperor here. Wow. Ace of Swords. Hierophant. My goodness. This person. Virgo. Wow. Well, we have... I'll be honest with you. I don't know why, but I'm getting a little bit of a narcissistic feeling right here, just right out of the gate. We'll see how the rest of the cards come out. I don't want to jump the gun. This person might be a control freak. Let's just say it, because the Emperor is a card of hard control. It's Aries energy, my way or the highway. There's nothing really technically wrong with that. It's not really negative in itself, but like I said, they could be a heartbreaker, going from one person to the next and not showing much emotion over it. That's what I'm getting with that King of Swords. The Emperor doesn't show much emotion either. That's why I'm kind of leaning in on that narcissistic energy here, right? Ugh. I don't particularly like that yet. This could also just be saying that they have control over their emotions. It feels like very hard control. Woo. I'm not sure how I feel about this person just straight out of the gate here. A lot of authority with the kings showing up here. The King of Cups would tell me that they feel like they're on top of their emotions. You see what I'm saying? That they're victorious no matter what. See what I'm saying? For some of you, Virgo, this person that you're dealing with it does feel very narcissistic. I hate to say that, but that's what's coming through. I'm feeling it. I'm getting goosebumps. They have no problem cutting people out. Not a problem at all. And the more that they feel on top of their emotions, like kind of almost repressing it and holding it down, the more victorious they feel, the more superior they feel. Okay? Woo! Yeah. King of Swords, not emotional. The King of Swords looks down, has a bird's eye perspective on things. They look down. I hate to say this. They feel like they look down on other people, like they are on top. They are some type of omnipotent force. They might be highly religious in that way, like they are a god. That is that narcissistic kind of feeling coming in. I hate to say that. That's what's coming through. So this feels almost kind of like a warning for some of you that this person that is here that's showing up could be very much in this narcissistic control freak kind of energy. Like they are, you know, not just God's gift to, you know, women or men, but the big cheese themselves. They very much need to feel like they are on top. I don't mean like physically, but like they're in control, whether they are or aren't. Okay. Not a fan of this first flop here for this person. Very dominant and potentially emotionally abusive, I have to say, because it doesn't seem like they really care about other people's emotions, and they're certainly not going to show you theirs. That's a problem. Okay. I'm not liking that, Virgo. I am so sorry. All right. So what's their future actions? Hopefully they go away. Hopefully nothing, but let's see what's up their sleeve. Let's see. Let's do a little end of suffering. Jeez. And then we have that blessing here. If this person leaves your life, I think it would be a blessing, but their actions, they feel like they're ending your suffering by granting you with their presence. Okay. That's kind of what I'm getting here. Oh, well, I have arrived. Your suffering is over. I think they want to keep you confused here with the Two of Swords. Oh, man. Justice. I get a very pompous kind of arrogant feeling here, that they are the equalizer, so to speak, with this justice. They are the dispenser of justice. It's all, you know, up to them. There's something maybe you don't see here about them, or you're just not noticing it, or something. I don't. High Priestess. My goodness. I'm just going to tell you what I feel. Okay? Telling you what I feel. Six of Wands here. Yeah, they really like keeping people in the dark. That is, yeah, moon energy. Woo! All right. So we have the High Priestess and the Hierophant. That is a divine pair. Okay? This feels like their energy. Okay? They use their gifts or talents in order to like conquer things, right? They have this feeling like their very presence is enough to in your suffering, like you are suffering without them is the message that's coming through. Golly, Virgo. I'm not digging this vibe coming through. This is the first part. I've gone through Aries, Taurus, Gemini, Cancer, Leo, and now you. And the first three were fantastic. Good energies coming in, good vibes. Cancer's was a little difficult, but for different reasons, and so was Leo's. This is the first toxic person coming through is for your reading, okay? So this is not going to be for all of you, but this person relishes keeping you in the dark, keeping you a bit fearful too. They like it. They don't want you to see other opportunities. They don't want you to know. They don't want you to know whether they're coming or going. This is victory to them. Having you in your head, gaslighting you, maybe. That's why you're indecisive. They feel like they have this power to end things immediately. And I think they lord that over you in a way. This is some mind game boo sheet here. You know, it is. Woo! The thing with narcissists and people like that is you're not, when you look at them, you're not seeing them. They are empty. Okay? They project you to you. They are a mirror, just like this justice card is a mirror, because justice card is just representing that you reap what you sow, right? You get what you put into the universe, you get it back, right? But there's a caveat. When you're dealing with someone like this, they'll twist things around, they'll use it against you, unfortunately. You know, they'll get you all crazy in your head. And eventually you'll become to fear not being with them. They want to keep you in the dark. They probably have other relationships, hidden relationships, things you don't know about. They may not contact you for, days or weeks at a time, maybe even months for some of you, and then they'll pop right back in, just to make sure that they still got you on the hook. One of those kind of people. That's what I'm feeling here. A mirror energy. You're not really seeing them. You're seeing the fantasy. You're seeing what they want you to see. Oh, Virgo, I am so sorry. But this comes out because it needs to come out. For some of you, if this is resonating. All right, so let's see what the outcome is. Jeez Louise. Yeah, it's either great or a disaster when I do these readings. This feels like a disaster. I'm so sorry. Okay. Fate. Fate. Things have been put in motion. We have the Three of Pentacles. They're very creative. Very creative. They have I think, a very intense imagination here. Oh yeah, they're toxic for sure. The Fortune here, the Wheel of Fortune. Yes, that's a good card. It's Sagittarius. It's good, but with everything that's coming through, and we have confirmation with that devil energy there, they're very manipulative. Very manipulative. And they have this ability with this, I feel like, gaslighting to make you think that things are going as planned. But let me put this out there too. So it's their plans, right? This is all going how they have orchestrated it. Lots of control here, right? And authority. The Wheel of Fortune is kind of coming up in a good way to help you see this person for who they are. Signs, symbols. Just because you're seeing this person's name everywhere, just because you're seeing all these different signs and symbols that's pointing to this person, hear me out. It might be a warning to stay away. Especially if you get caught up in this twin flame nonsense and stuff like that. If they're toxic of any kind, run the other way. Please run the other way. Those signs and symbols are your higher self screaming at you, don't do it. This is the one you need to watch out for. Just think of it like a caution sign. It's not pointing you to them, it's pointing you away. Okay? What did I just say? Don't go any further. There's a cliff. Knight of Swords. Eight of Swords. So, woo! Death card. Transformation. See these signs and symbols of, they're warning you, okay? Your higher self is trying to tell you to stay away from this. Red flags all over the place. Don't misinterpret the signals and the signs. This person is very tempting, very attractive. They probably seem like they have everything in control, but there's something, they got like their fingers crossed behind their back, right? They're hiding things. I'm telling you, they're reckless. Knight of Swords. They're pursuing multiple things at one time. Okay? You don't know every pie they have their fingers in, right? Many pies. Telling different stories. Okay? Don't trust it. They want, like I said, they want to keep you chained up. They want to keep you confused. Gaslit. Don't fall for it. I'm really happy that I'm being confirmed here with these cards as a conclusion. If you stay around this person, you're binding yourself in a way. If you look, she's not really stuck. And these people can lift that chain off. They're not really shackled. Okay? You can free yourself from this energy at any time and this person by interpreting these signs and just getting the heck out of there. So this is kind of a warning, Virgo, that this person is not what they appear, or maybe depending on what face they're showing you, they might actually still be total jerks, you know. But just take it for what it is and just walk away. Release yourself from this. Ooh-wee. Wow. All right, so that's going to be the end of this portion of the video. And for uploading sakes, I'm going to have a part 1 and part 2. So this is going to be part 1. And after it's played through the first time, I'll have the timestamps on there so you can just go to your reading. Hopefully that is helpful to you. If you want to see more readings like this, please let me know in the comments below. I just felt really pulled to do this reading today, and I think it's that, you know, this is why I'm getting some really personal messages here for you. So let me know what you thought of this video in the comments below. Hit that like button, share, subscribe. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you